All right, back again. I want to read this so-called general epistle of James, book of James. It says, chapter 1, my brethren, chapter 1, verse 2 to, I'm just going to read it all the way through. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men of liberty, liberally, excuse me, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay? And it says down here in verse 14, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin bringeth forth, and sin when it is finished bringeth forth death. Okay? Now, not to get all religious, on y'all. I wanted to tell you, man, it's like this. Or share that with you. Whenever, when I was away, there was days I just wanted to just like live literally, like do some things to individuals, man, that I will not comment on. But if I did those things to individuals, I wouldn't be making this video. Every day, man, I had to fight against the temptation of doing damage to another inmate. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do it because I wanted my freedom. So instead of me, allowing temptation to take control of my psyche, I just used anger constructively in the form of working out daily, sometimes 3 times a day, or sometimes 4 times a day. There was days I didn't even went to sleep. I just worked out. That was my religion. See what I'm saying? So whatever craft or whatever you're good at doing, if you got people, for one, that don't trust in you, don't believe in you, it don't, really, it don't matter. Use that negative energy as fire, as motivation. See? Prison was like that furnace. It wasn't the building, it was the energy I was dealing with daily. I was drained some days because I'm kind of empathic. You can't even you can't even imagine what I went through, but I made it. Now that I'm free physically, I'm surrounded by people, for one, who are psychologically slaves who are filled with despair, filled with rage, anger, depression, lost, don't know where they're going in life, self-absorbed. People, for one, who are obese, gluttons, lack self-control, tempted daily, trapped mentally by this system we call the Matrix. I can go on and on and on. The difference between here and in prison is that people are out here free physically. They can roam around. But psychologically, they're trapped. Inmates in prison were not only physically in bondage, but they were also mentally in bondage. Me, I didn't get caught up into that. And the process still continues. You know, there's a lot of women out here. You know, I'm married. There's a lot of women out here, you know, who show their bodies. Lots of temptation. But I have to look at the fact that what appears to be is not always what it is. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example of resistance. Resisting the tempter. Because temptation comes in many, many forms. Temptation basically is the fire. Because when you're put in that fiery furnace, if you're weak, you'll fall apart. But if you're strong and survive, you'll come out a piece of metal or come out a diamond. See what I'm saying? Forged and molded and shaped for use. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to go take care of my little business. I will holler at y'all. Y'all have a good night. See you soon.